What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Noob to Pro series, where we go from noob to pro in Anime Eternal with 0 Robux. All right, here's the proof, guys. 0 Robux and 0 gifting. Look at that. We're at 1,100 hours. If you guys want to start from day one, click up here in the corner. All right, guys. We also have finally been blessed. Look at that, guys. If you guys have been following the series, we've been waiting for this for so long. And look at that as well, guys. We also got some zombie glue. Don't mind if I do. Oh my gosh. All right, bang. I wish I could get another one, but we're not quite there yet. But we can. I don't think these have any evos or anything. I'm honestly not sure though. But anyways, we have zombie boosters. We have 11,000 of these. So let's go boost our zombie all the way up to as much as we can. Obviously, I would like a supreme, but you know, I think 0.5% or better would be great. So let's go grab that right quick. All right, I'm gonna hold on a little bit, but let's see what we ended up with. Looks like we got a mythical booster, 1,000% damage, guys. Oh my gosh. All right, let's swap to our damage only team now. We're gonna go full on damage boost, and let's see if we can cook this. Oh, we can. Wow, we're actually putting a little bit of work here on Gekka Morra. Obviously not enough to really farm it, but we're putting in that work. Yo, that's what I like to see. Yo, there we go. All right, I don't have enough of these because I need like another phantom or two, but you know, we'll worry about that a little bit later. But we also do have some nightmare evolutions to roll. So let's go back to our energy team, I guess, while we're rolling this. I have no more energy boost, sadly. And let's see if we can go pull ourselves the supreme. We're not quite there to pity, but we are at phantom pity. So let's see if we can get some good RNG here and get an easy supreme. Let's go. We pulled the supreme and we still have 30k left. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. All right, now let's take advantage of our pokitas. The supreme pokita that I finally got after God knows how many thousands of waves. So let's go over here to pokita leveling. So right now it's at 3x. So let's see what we can get it up to. Now remember, this is a percentage chance one, so it might be a little bit of a pain in the butt. So we're already at 3.9, 4. Okay, there we go. All right, now it's a 5% drop rate, and each one costs 68. So you can see, like, it takes a hot minute after a while. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a lot of failures, but we're up to 4.86. I don't know if this is better than my phantom one yet, though. Look at that, guys, a 5% drop rate. And remember, guys, update 23 is tomorrow. How did you know I was filming, bro? Dang. So yeah, I'm excited for that update 23. Make sure you guys tune into the stream. Well, actually, I guess if you're watching this video, it's gonna be in a couple hours, so make sure you guys check out the stream. This might be a premiere, and then it'll send you to the stream automatically. All right, there we go. We got all the way up to level 44. All right, not bad. So that means we're now we're doing pretty good. So let me see, is it now meta? All right, is my supreme pokita now on my equip list? Yes, it is. So 44 versus my other one, which gives me, where's my other pokita? 4.75, and this one gives me 5.6. So slightly more, but we do need even more. So we did farm a bunch of materials. So let's go over here and let's exchange some of these materials. There we go. And this should allow us to get quite a few of these pokita tokens. All right. Go grab some more of those. All right. I think we're going to go for like 30k, I want to say. Should be a decent amount. All right. I think we should have even more of these too. Oh yeah, 90. Oh my gosh, we're over 1 million. Oh yeah, let's freaking go. I think we need 50k. Oh my gosh, jeez, let's go. We are cooking. We are positively cooking. There we go, 1.49, 1.6. All right, we should be loaded up for a hot minute now. All right, perfect, perfect. Let me double check there's nothing here we need to buy. So I think I accidentally forgot to buy the food, which would actually kind of help me out a little bit, not gonna lie, because I'm down bad for potions. Oh yeah, I forgot to buy all this food, so we're gonna just cop that for now. So let's buy all that wonderful goodness. Here we go, and there we go. All right, looking good. All right, so now we need to get ourselves, like, I don't know, I'll just go with 50,000 just in case. Actually, we'll start with 25,000. That way we don't accidentally waste a bunch. So I need 25,000 of these pokita tokens. The max I can get is that much. All right, there we go. So I'm hoping that's gonna be enough for us to max out pokita. But it doesn't really matter that much because these tokens are so easy to get. So let's see what we can work with here. All right, there we go. We only need like 5 more levels. So, oh my gosh, that one level costed like 5k. Jeez. All right, okay, well, we still, okay, I only need a little bit more. All right, 6x damage, so not a bad increase at all. So we're gonna swap over now to my full-on damage squad. So where's my stats? So we're gonna reset and we're just gonna go full on damage. All right, full on damage, max damage boost. So now that we're full damage, I want to give another shot at Gekka Morra. And I also want to grab this bounty quest. So we're gonna grab that bounty quest. If we can beat it 250 times, it's a nice boost. All right, so honestly, that's not that hard to beat. I don't know if we'll get credit for this one though. All right, let's see here. Do we get credit? We did get credit. So if we want to beat it, it doesn't take us insane long amount of time. And to be honest, I believe that means we could get, we could get 50% more damage. I'm not gonna lie though, I don't think this can be the best grind, but this is worth it for sure. All right, we're gonna go grab the Obelisk though. So let's go beat Gekka Morra like 10 times and get this Obelisk. And who knows, maybe we'll get lucky and get this avatar, which would also help us out quite a bit as well. So I will be back. All right, there we go. So we got 10 beaten pretty easily. Unfortunately, the other ones are a little bit harder. Like we only got what, up to 15. So I'm not gonna worry too much about the other ones, but I am gonna grab this Obelisk. Because that should give us like, we're at what, 204, and now we're at 235. So that's actually a pretty substantial boost. All right, and also now that we have some crazy damage, I mean, some pretty insane damage. We should be one-tapping a lot of these guys now. All right, so we're one-tapping those, and theoretically, we could actually be taking out a Sakomura. Like, I'm not gonna lie, we're not that far off of being able to farm this guy. But look at the drop rates on those. Look at that drop rate. That is a crazy, crazy, crazy low drop rate. So yeah, but we can actually take him out. So if we need to, we could take out the A tiers, but I believe we can take all the way up to B tiers. Basically should be pretty much insta kills. So there we go. That one's easy. All right, so this is the B tier. Yeah, this one's pretty easy to beat too. I don't think we're gonna have a problem with this one. So let's it's a little bit annoying, but it'll catch up a little bit once they start dying. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that one's pretty easy for us to farm. We'll farm these in a bit. All right, it says assassin damage, so we need 250 of those for that to work. So I'm gonna turn on my drop boost, and hopefully we'll be able to rip some of these. Would be nice. There we go. We even got the avatar to boot. All right, is that enough for us to get the thing? Yes, it is. All right, that's gonna give us 5% more damage. Always welcome. And as far as the quest goes for him, it looks like we are at 13 of 20. We only need 20 to defeat. That's easy dubs. But again, we need 250 of his token, and we're only at 16, so it's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but you know, that's life. I don't know how much damage these actually give. It might be a lot. But we're very close to being able to just straight up farm them. So I'm pretty excited about that, but we did get this quest done anyway for 5% energy. So we're now at 235 to 235. So you see that did absolutely nothing. Yeah. Gotta love it. All right. Now these Shirus we should just be tapping these guys. Oh my gosh, we are. All right. So we need to farm as many of these tokens as we can, because these are actually might be useful. So I'm thinking we might try swapping in our, one of our drop auras. So swapping a drop aura. Okay. Honestly, that's not worth it. We're just going to go full damage auras. Yeah, that didn't really help us out that much, but these are giving us a ridiculous amount of loot. So we need 250 per level. So I think we can just chill here a bit, and obviously we'll get that popping off. So now we only need to defeat 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're getting there, guys. We are getting there. Now Sakomura, I don't think we're gonna be able to beat him in a while. Gekka Morra, again, we could theoretically get this for 50% more damage. It would just take us a hot minute to farm. Same thing with this one, honestly. So if we ever needed AFK for a hot minute, we could get this and this, and that's a pretty nice combo boost. So I'm gonna try to at least double my damage before we get to that point. But we'll see. So in the meantime, let's go chill a bit and let's go farm some of these assassin energy tokens and let's cook. All right, let's do a test. I want to see how worth it these actually are. So we're gonna get 1 level. Okay, so it looks like it was a 1% increase. So I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna be a pain in the butt. It's not too bad to grind, I guess. We could but we would have to really grind that for a long time. So this might be worth it. I'm not really sure. But we would have to really just be chilling here for probably a couple hours to just grind up a bazillion of these tokens. So I'm not quite sure this is the move, but we'll give it a shot for a little bit. I'm gonna watch I'm gonna clear the history. We're gonna give it 5-10 minutes. We'll see how many we get, and then we'll make a decision from there. All right, that's not too bad. All right, we'll take it. I'm gonna just do a little bit more of this. We might grind this another time. Well, yeah, we got what? Okay, well. We got a little bit of energy, all right? We'll put it that way. I don't think it's quite worth it to grind anything else yet. I think the big issue we have right now is we need a lot more energy. And that's a little bit hard for us to come by at the moment. But hopefully we'll be able to get there a little bit soon. So in the meantime, we do have enough to get the double energy rank up. So let's go cop this rank. Oh, we don't. It's 7 OCTG. Wow. That's unfortunate. I thought it was 3 for some reason. I don't know why I thought that. Well, if that's the case, then that's awkward. Well, I really thought we were about to get a rank up. Anyways, we're going to still go full energy squad. I am going to still reset my energy. All right, but it's time for us to run the Halloween raid. And we need to go aura and aura. So let's go run the Halloween raid. Let's get it popping off. Let me make sure my auto rejoin raid is on. Here we go. And let's go run some graveyard defense so we can start maxing these out and get hopefully a whole stack of max potions. That would be absolutely amazing. So let's get on the grind. All right, guys, I just got back from the gym and we just got our grind, you know. Let's see, we ended up getting 298k eyeballs and a bunch of zombie parts. Now, all of these zombie parts don't really help us, so we're just going to end up gutting them all. So that should be, you know, if we get a few hundred extra. Not really that many, but, you know. This should put us over 300k total eyeballs, which is great. So now we need to max that out. In the last episode, I believe we got the Supreme. So let's get it all the way up there to level 100. All right, it's a little bit pricey to do so, but we still have 174,000. And there we go, guys. 15x damage. Not bad at all. A little bit of a boost. All right, I'm going to pause everything so I don't waste it. Pause that too, and pause that too. All right, so that's great. All right, next up, there should be a lot of potions and stuff we can buy. Let me see what my options are here. So I could buy the Halloween tokens. I don't really need those. But what I really do need is these potions. So I'm just going to prioritize the potions I really want. And that is usually the, I really want drop potions. Like, really want those. Okay, so, oh, they cost 5k each. Jeez. Do I still have eyeballs? I don't know. Oh, I used all my ghosts up. Dang, it's 1,000 ghosts each for those? Jeez. Oh, wait, these are way cheaper. Oh, heck yeah. Okay, these are way easier to afford. All right, I'm just going to grab all these that I can. I don't know. If I'm bored, I might do more of these grind, but yeah. We're doing pretty good. All right, we got some luck potion. All right, we got some XP potions. All right, we chilling. All right, soul potion, and not the most helpful, but you know, a potion's a potion. And I don't think we're going to be able to get any of the drop potions. I mean, the coins potion. I just don't really think we care that much about them. We actually have 98,000 Halloween eyeballs, surprisingly, and a frick ton of bones. So we could theoretically turn those bones into keys, but I don't think it's worth it right now. So we're just going to vibe out with what we got. So honestly, though, we kind of got quite a bit of good stuff there. So it's hard to complain. All right, so let's go see what else is the best thing to grind. I think, honestly, for us to grind right now, what we really need to grind is stuff in the last, is these energy swords. Because I know if we get all these energy swords, that's going to be like a 50% damage, energy boost. And that's going to be really freaking nice. So we're just going to farm shadows. We're going to farm souls. And really hope we can, you know... Can I just do this with a full energy team? Okay, not quite yet. So we'll go damage team. And we'll go all of these great boosts. And I don't think it's going to give us much X. Actually, 82. That's not that bad XP. Let me see. 82 billion each. You know what? I'm going to pop the XP potion too. Why not? So we'll really be farming like a madman. Yeah, we're doing pretty good on the farm too. Not the fastest, but it's something. There we go. We already got an overdrive saw. So we need a frick ton of these. Right now I have... That's enough for only one Evo. And if we did the math correctly, they should give 1.5x at max. So let's see how long it's going to take for us to get that. I'll grind for a bit. All right, guys. So I ended up grinding up a frick ton of these overdrive saws. So we're up to 69. I'm going to be honest, it's a little less than I thought I was going to get. Huh. So I'm a little bit disappointed. I thought I was going to get a little bit more, but we did also get some levels too. So that's great. I'm going to pause all of these boosts. And let's go see how many Evos we can get on the swords. I was really hoping to not have to grind any more swords, but it's looking like that might not be the case. But let's do our best, and let's see how many Evos we can get. Now, unfortunately, these are not scythes. These are swords. So that means you need the wimpy Evo station. So we'll grab those. We'll grab these. Okay. I mean, that means they only cost gold, which we have a limited of, so I guess that's not bad. Okay. Okay, I definitely feel like I'm going to be able to make a full one, but I think I can only make, yeah, it looks like I'm going to only be able to make one. Wow, that's a little bit unfortunate. All right, that's life. All right, let's go make at least our first max energy sword. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's, well, you know what? We almost have 2, right? Yeah, it looks like we almost have enough for 2. That's not terrible. You know what? There we go. We have, honestly, we need just a few more for 2, so maybe we should grind for another one. All right, there we go. So we got all those for the energy, and we did also get 52,000 of these Halloween tokens. So let's see if we can pull anything good off the Halloween gacha. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of doubt it, but you know what? I'm gonna reset the loot history, and you know what? Maybe we can pop off. So yeah, let's give it a shot. Why not? All right, let's see if we got anything new. No. Wow. Well, we just burned all those. Frick. Alrighty then. Okay. All right. Well, at least we have a lot more energy now. So yeah, let's see what we have energy boost wise. We're up to 20.7 SSTG, which is pretty good. Remember, we need to get to 7 to double up, which would be nice. We do need a lot. All right. Now, technically speaking, there's some things we could do to increase our power a little bit. But first, let's go buy all the food, because I know we're going to need it. So let's get all this maxed on out. All right, let's get ourselves a little bit prepared for the updates. And I know we can also buy a bunch of keys. Imagine. Be pretty cool. All right, let's finish buying up all these keys. There we go. And all right, now product wise, we're just gonna go loot the whole store, because we need as many of these as we can possibly get, because we need to figure out how to double our energy by ideally by tomorrow's stream. So it would be nice to get that figured out here. We'll buy all those. All right, wait, I don't know if I got this quest or not yet, but we'll see. Unfortunately, I don't think we increased our damage enough. We did increase our energy gain, though, a decent amount, like 30%, which isn't the end of the world. And I do know some other ways we could increase it, so we might give those a shot. All right, I'm just going to use up the chocolate bars like so. That way they're going to, you know, hopefully take as much advantage as possible. We're doing okay. All right, let's keep up the grind, because I would like to get a little bit farther in the next world, because as of right now, we theoretically could beat up to the rank A enemy. But obviously that one took us a while. And also, I will say, if we really wanted to, we could grind these Gekka Morras. If I defeat 50 of those somehow, some way, that is going to allow us to get that. And if we could somehow defeat 250, so this might be our next grind, because 50%-ish damage sounds pretty dang good, if you ask me. All right, I think I forgot to get these quests and these chests. So let's remember to grind these chests real quick. And also, we now have 665 credits. So I don't know if they're dropping a new game pass, but if they are, we'll probably take advantage of that. So I'm going to save these credits for now, because that is enough to get pretty much whatever game pass comes out. All right, we also got some drop boosts, which is great, and some energy potions. I'm gonna use these small ones, because we'll probably need these. I'm always down bad for those. All right, we're doing all right. We're up to 3.67. Let's see here. Yeah, avatar leveling. I don't think we got the right avatar yet. All right, my best avatar, yeah, is not up there, but we could potentially get it. So it's really sounding like our best bet is to grind Gekka Morra. Because I mean, 50% damage is 50% damage. So let's swap over to my full damage squad. And if I get that 1% drop, that would also be nice. So full damage squad, and I'm going to reset my stats. We're going to go for a full damage team. All right, and we have the double damage as well. So honestly, it's not an instant kill, but it should be a pretty quick kill. And also I have my new fighter too. So hopefully this guy's going to slap. He's doing 1,000% damage, so I would hope he slaps. We do need to get one more phantom somehow. And then we can get our second one. So it also would not be a bad idea if we grinded his tokens. So that's also another thing we can do since we now have plenty of glue. So I don't know if I have any of his tokens. I don't know if I have a lot of exchange token twos. Let me see here. I don't have any tokens to exchange. Yeah, exchange token. I can only get 3,000. I don't think that's gonna be enough to help us out. All right, so let me go get this quest on here. Let's knock this one out right quick. And I'm gonna reset this here too, because I want to see if we can get that supreme avatar with a little luck. All right, here we go. We're about to finish this quest, which is great because that is gonna get us on the next order quest. I know some of the order quests were easier than others. So I'm hoping the next one is easy so we can get even more damage, because I really want to get the Supreme Bounty Hunter quest done because it's a really nice one. So let's go grab that quest. All right, and while we're here, I want to see what the next order quest is, because some of them are terrible, some of them are not so bad. So, and then we do have some Obelisk coins we can take advantage of as well. So the next quest is actually beating Dungeon Suffering, which is actually surprisingly easy. So I think we just need to reach room 50. So that's no problem at all. And I already have like 80 keys for this one. So let's hop on in the Dungeon Suffering. And that's also gonna give us some Obelisk coins, which we do need as well. So you know what? I will definitely take it. And you know what? Since we're on this one, we're just gonna run our full drops team, you know? Why not? Let's get some drop boosts while we're here. You never know which one of these tokens we're going to need. So might as well, I guess. And I'm trying to think if there's any other boosts we can run while I'm in here. All right, we did get a couple of these from the quest, which will be useful. So let's run those as well. All right, there we go. We got that one completed. Perfect. So there we go. Even more damage. I think we basically just doubled our damage. So that's a pretty big win. And let's slide on over here to the Obelisk area. And I think we're going to go with the damage Obelisk. Why not? Because we actually, you know what? I think I've been lacking a little bit on the energy Obelisk. All right. It's not going to be immediate damage, but, you know, I think we really should probably focus on this. So there we go. So we're up to a 4.6 boost. Not too bad. All right, well, I think it's time we get a better shadow. And to do a better shadow, we need to go to Great Tomb. So let's do that. And I believe with this attack range, hopefully I can take both out at the same time. Question mark? No, I can't. Okay, I want to take both of them out at the same time. All right, that's unfortunate. So I want to get an Albedia. Apparently Albedia is one of the best damaging shadows in the game. So I wanted to farm one of these up. Maybe that'll help me with my damage a little bit. I'm not really sure, but we'll try it out. And I think I need the avatar too. I'm not sure yet. Let me check. Yeah, I believe I need the avatar for Albedia. Let's see here. Yeah, I need the avatar for actually both of them. So we're gonna chill here a little bit and hopefully be able to cop that avatar and hopefully cop an SS. It would also be very nice. So let's go vibe out and grind this. All right, so we pulled the avatar, not too shabby. I kind of wanted to get the other thing, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I really wanted to get an SS damage shadow, but I don't know if it's gonna be worth it to grind that. Yeah, I think we're just gonna skip that. It looks like it's not really gonna help us out too much. So that means we need to head over back to Thriller Park, and I think we want to go smack this guy like a gazillion times. So if I have my full damage squad on, thanks to all the boosts we got, we should be beating him pretty fast. Okay, I don't know. Maybe that didn't give as much of a boost as I thought it would. All right, because theoretically we could beat him another 200 times. Okay, we're kind of getting there. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, man. I don't know. It's looking a little dubious. But if we beat him 200 times, we do get a nice little bonus. I'm trying to decide what else we could grind though to get a nice little benefit. I will say we do need more special zombie tokens. That might be what we need the most. But this would also be kind of nice. That's a 2.5x and a 5x. And currently we are at a, wow, that's a lot of damage. All right, you know what? That is enough of a damage jump that it might be worth it to just vibe out here and get this popping. It's just going to take forever though. I feel like we could, this would be better to grind after we grind some energy, because we could do this easily 2 to 3 times faster. So let's swap over to our full energy squad. We're gonna go energy and energy, and then energy. And I wanted to see, all right, obviously we want damage for the rest. So I want to see if we could actually farm. Okay, I don't want the zombie boosters. So I want, who has the token? All right, we're at 21.9 SSTG, but who has the tokens? Okay, well, we're not actually cooking them that fast. That's fine. Who has the tokens? Because I need a bazillion of those. All right, so this guy's the guy that farms the tokens. Now, the thing is, I kind of want a lot. So maybe we just go drop boost on those bad boys. All right, so if we go full drop boost on them, we're getting 11.8. Okay, that's not that much. All right, so I think if we go drop boost and then we'll stack virtual aura and other aura on them, we should be in a pretty good spot. But we're not really gaining much energy, but you know, we'll see how many tokens we can get with the maxed out drop boost. So right now we're at 1. Okay. All right, we'll reset it. Let's see how much we get in like 10 minutes. All right, so I'm going to throw away all of my, I don't need these or those. So that's gonna get us enough for a decent chunk of special zombie tokens. So I'm hoping that we can get just one phantom out of these. I'm not really 100% sure, but we'll see. So let's see if we can grab like one phantom. That's all we need, man. Come on, one more phantom. All right, unfortunately, no luck there, guys. So we are not in the greatest of spots. All right, let's go grind. Let's see here. I believe we have enough to do one of each. So let's hop on in here. We're gonna actually do a progression raid because I need some food. So let's go grab some food and some energy too. We're at 373 now. I want to see how much we can get by the end of this raid. So let's cook. All right, so it looks like after only one of those, we only got to 3.92, which isn't terrible. We might be able to get to 7 by tomorrow. But if we really want to do that, we need more macaroons and whatnot. So let's grab some of those while we're there. Here we go. All right, we'll use those and that. So now we're up to 31.1 SSTG, which is actually pretty freaking good. And we do have 63 Obelisk coins, so we're going to take advantage of that right quick. And we're going to go for pure energy right now. Okay, and that's going to give us from 31 to 31.7. Okay, it's a start. Now, I wanted to see if I have... I want to do progression rate 2, but I don't know what I have purchased for it. Do I have the 1x purchase? No, I have none of them purchased. I could buy the 2x, but that's kind of expensive. How much is it? Ooh, 450 credits. Ain't no way I'm doing that. All right, what about Windmill Island? How much is the 3x for this one? Only 200 credits. Ooh, how many keys do I have? Ooh, I might have to buy that. I might have to buy that, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I do have the 2x, but a 3x, man? I might have to buy that. All right, anyways, let's go finish up the rest of my progression rate keys. How many do I have? Oh, I have 6. So I guess we'll do the cursed rate now. We'll swap it up. So let's do a cursed rate real quick, and that should get us to 4 OCTG. So that's not terrible. All right, let's get this popping off. I want to get to at least 4. I don't know. We'll see. This isn't doing too great. Anyways, I'm going to catch you guys in the next episode. The stream should be starting soon, so I'll see you there as well.